Hey, this is Mr. Masonette, and what we're going to do in this tutorial is we're going to practice solving a word problem which involves the volume of a cone. So let's go ahead and read the problem, figure out what strategy we have to use to solve this problem. So the problem reads that the volume of a cone is 972 pi cubic units. And it is also given that the circumference of its base measures 18 pi units, and we have to use all of that information to determine the height of the cone. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to write the formula to find the volume of a cone, which is V is equal to pi times radius squared times the height divided by 3. All right, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to substitute all known values into our equation. So it is given in the problem that the volume is 972 pi cubic units. So we're going to replace V with 972 pi. And then on the other side, we're just going to bring pi down. We know what pi is just pi. Now, the radius is not given in the problem, and because we don't know what it is, we're just going to leave r and r for now. And of course, we are looking for the height of the cone, so that is not given. So we're just going to write h here and divide all of this by 3. Now, it is also given in the problem that the circumference measures 18 pi units. So what we're going to do is use that information to figure out what the radius of the circular base is. And once we have found that, we're going to plug that value into this equation and then solve for h, or the height of the cone. So to find the circumference of any circle, that is equal to 2 times pi radius. And so we're going to take 18 pi units, which is the circumference, and substitute that value with c in our equation. So the circumference is substituted with 18 pi, and we're going to set that equal to 2 pi r. Now, in this equation, we're trying to figure out what r is, so that is the variable that we want to isolate. So because the radius is being multiplied by 2 pi, we do the inverse, which is to divide 2 pi by itself. And anything divided by itself is 1. So we can cancel out pi here and 2 here, which leaves us with 1 radius, or just r. Now we have to balance our equation by dividing the other side by 2 pi as well. All right, now we have a situation where pi cancels out on this side, and we have 18 divided by 2, which is 9. All right, now we know what the radius length is, so we're going to take 9 and plug it into this equation. All right, so now we have 972 pi equal to pi times 9 squared times height divided by 3. So what we're going to do is simplify this side of our equation a bit. So we're going to take 9 squared, which is 81, or just 9 times 9, and divide that by 3. So I'm going to write this like that, and I'm going to take 9 divided by 3 and solve that piece, which is just 3. So we really have 3 times 9, which is 27. So all of this right here turns into 27. So we're going to rewrite our equation right here as 972 pi is equal to 27. And then I just take pi and h and write those after 27. All right, so we're almost to the end here. Remember, we're solving for the height of the cone. So we want to isolate the variable h. So we are going to remove 27 pi on this side of the equation by dividing 27 pi by itself. And that cancels out the pi and the 27, leaving us just with h, or the height. And we balance our equation by dividing it by 27 pi. Now on the left-hand side of the equation, pi cancels out. So what we do is we take 972 divided by 27, and that equals 36. So the height of our cone is equal to 36 units, and that's all there is to it. Hey, I just want to say thanks for checking out this math tutorial. Please don't forget to hit that subscription button and enable notifications so you can be informed as I upload new math tutorials to my math channel. Until next time, this is Shane Masonette with Masonette Math.